Yeah, unbreakable.
काफी कुछ था जो मिसिंग था.
मैंने रंग भर दिया. बहुत प्यार करता हूँ.
I think I have to leave this show.
Hi everyone, welcome to Happy Harbor. In Temptation Island, India, today we'll talk about the most popular couple, Nishank and Chetna. They have been together for over 3 years and friends for over 11 years. In this video, we'll explore how their strong bond was nearly broken by the show's manipulations.
मेरे साथ रहे. नहीं भूल पाऊंगा.
I need to meet her. It's a request. मेरी बात सुन.
ऐसा कुछ चल रहा है यहाँ से. रिडेम्पशन भी यही होना चाहिए.
I'm not ready enough for this.
Chetna and Nishank entered the show as a very affectionate couple. Chetna was upset that Nishank hadn't proposed and she wanted him to realize she's the one.
I think उस वे में दोनों similar हैं.
Scared to propose.
Nishank, on the other hand, was confident in their relationship and joined just to experience Temptation Island for fun. Chetna got emotional when they were separated into different villas, as she said she would miss Nishank. But Nishank was relaxed, believing they would be back together in 6 weeks anyways. See the irony, what was about to happen was totally opposite, as Nishank was the one who was going to miss Chetna badly, whereas Chetna was about to enjoy her new connections in the villa.
I can't see you feeling.
मुझे अभी नहीं हो रहा ना, मे भी जाके होगा feeling.
Living separately, Nishank had friendly connections in his villa, but nothing serious. Chetna missed Nishank and had a friendly connection with Aryan in the first 2 weeks. It seemed like the show wasn't very happy as the relationship stayed strong. They decided to bring in a new wildcard entry, Akshay, to tempt Chetna and to make the show more interesting, of course. Akshay quickly bonded with Chetna, giving her a lot of attention. She couldn't resist his strong love and felt connected to him. I couldn't understand, though, how Akshay fell so deeply in love with her during the first 2 weeks, knowing she came from a committed relationship.
Are we playing staring game?
Yeah, look at me. Just be with me.
During Bonfire Nights, where partners watch video clips of each other, attempts were made to make Nishank doubt Chetna. They showed him clips of Chetna and Akshay being close, which initially shocked Nishank and put him in a panic mode. However, he later realized the importance of trusting Chetna and staying strong. On the other hand, Akshay continuously tried to lure Chetna and convinced her that she was losing her individuality in her relationship with Nishank. This started affecting Chetna. Then she was also shown videos of Nishank being aggressive with other girls, portraying him as a bad person. Nishank went through emotional turmoil seeing Chetna drawn to Akshay. He was smart enough later to realize that the show was manipulating her through Akshay's tears and tactics. In the midst of these emotions, Nishank, out of love for Chetna, lost his patience a couple of times. His interactions with Mahima were aggressive, which I don't endorse. However, considering the emotional roller coaster Nishank was on, it's understandable that anyone can lose control occasionally. The host Karan Kundra used this incident to tarnish Nishank's image. Even though Karan knew how much Nishank adored Chetna and was struggling in the villa without her, he didn't hesitate a bit to portray him as some kind of a psychopath. Karan constantly spoke negatively about Nishank during Bonfire Nights, trying to distance Chetna from him. I wouldn't blame Moini cause she was still more empathetic, but Karan sometimes seemed too cold. It looked as if the purpose of his hosting was to break relationships in any way possible. Sorry to say, Karan, but I really felt this from the heart. Would have loved to see some compassion from your end. Well, all the tricks and plans of the show worked in favor of the show. Chetna started thinking that maybe she wasn't in a good relationship and wasn't getting the freedom she deserved. Even though she had admitted on the show that Nishank never raised his voice or tried to control her. Nishank had explained that since they work in the same field, they are mostly together, helping each other grow. As he cares a lot for her, he feels uneasy when she's away. Akshay was trying to prove to Chetna that she was in a very dominating relationship, which actually she wasn't. She had herself admitted that she's the one who dominates and Nishank listens to her. So not sure how this relationship was portrayed as a bad relationship by Akshay and even Karan Kundra. And why on earth Chetna was listening to all this and getting manipulated so easily. Caring for your loved ones is a good thing and having a loving and caring partner is a blessing. Really not sure why she was made to feel like that. On the final day, Chetna and Nishank had to decide whether to stay together, leave the show alone or go with new connections. Nishank was excited, sure that nothing could break them apart. However, Chetna was influenced by the Temptation Island experience, Akshay and host Karan Kundra. When Nishank and Chetna met, she seemed distant and like a different person, which obviously shocked Nishank. He couldn't understand why he couldn't see love in her eyes anymore. He tried to get close, but Chetna resisted. She insisted that their relationship needed a lot of work and decided to leave the show alone. Devastating Nishank. He had waited every day to meet her and couldn't form new connections in the villa to avoid hurting Chetna. He pleaded with her to change her decision, but she stayed adamant, treating him very poorly. Nishank, shocked and heartbroken, left the show eventually when asked by the host. Chetna also left the show alone, refusing to go with her connection as well, stating she wanted time for herself and not with anyone else. Despite everyone hoping that most loving couple wouldn't separate, they ended up leaving the show individually, thanks to the challenges on Temptation Island that tested their strong relationship. But fortunately, the story doesn't end sadly in the real world. After Chetna left the show and got out of the scripted environment, she realized the pain she caused Nishank. Watching the episodes, she saw his genuine love and recognized that their bond was even stronger than she thought. The great news is that they are back together. They recently visited a temple together to seek God's blessing for their love and are now happily living together. Despite the show's efforts to break them apart, they proved to be an unbreakable and strong couple in the end. We are delighted to see their reunion and wish them all the best for their future, hoping they avoid any negativity in the future. I think if you have a strong relationship, it's not a good idea to go on shows that try really hard to break couples apart to make the show look more interesting. Because of course, if none of the couples separate, the show wouldn't become that popular. Thank you for watching the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.